properly on YouTube because apparently it's shown on different aspects depending on the device you're using, so couldn't figure out what size I wanted, and I just